Yeah, I tell you what, ready to make this statement and move on to the next opportunity. Beautiful day. It was a great setting. They had a packed house. I felt like as a coaching staff, we got our football team ready to play. Um, we got to get ready to win. And that's that in that kind of environment against that kind of opponent, because we have that potential. So excited about the energy in which they played. Long way to go, a lot of things to fix, but we're moving in the right direction. So with that, I'll take any questions.
If I might,
Please.
You said you had them ready to play, but didn't have them ready to win.
Right.
What's the difference?
Well, there's an edge. There's a confidence. You know what I mean? They felt like they belonged on that field. And then, but once you're playing with 12 freshmen, redshirt freshmen, what have you, when you're playing a Big Ten opponent, you got to truly believe. You know what I mean? And those are some things that we can instill as coaches. You can do that. And we're going to have plenty of opportunities moving forward in the next couple of years. So we need to go to those arenas, and we need to come back with W's. I mean, there's nothing against beating an Indiana or Maryland when they're down or what have you. But we're going to Oregon, we're going to Georgia Tech, we're going to Northwestern here in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And those are teams that they're playing at a very high level right now. We belong on that football field, and we got to get them to believe that. And when we put ourselves in a situation to take a game, and you go back and you really watch that second quarter, they were searching. You know what I mean? And we let them off. Can't do that. We got to improve, and then we've got to make sure that those guys see that and understand that, and we'll do that.
Much of that is a product of still young guys being out there and still
Right.
trying to find their way.
No doubt, Thomas. And like I told them this morning, we can't use that as an excuse anymore. I mean, people have got young guys all over the country. I mean, this is who we are. This is who we want to be, right? If we're going to do that, then we've got to accept it, and we got to go out. We got to put the work in, and again, learn from our mistakes. Really didn't want to get into it after the ball game. I was extremely proud of Caleb Bright. Let me give him a quick shout out. We lost Lorenzo Taborn in pregame warmups, who's one of our better linemen, good player for us. And that kid had to step up, and he's been getting a lot of snaps at center for most of camp. And he went in and he didn't have one MA. Now it was a grown man he was going against, and you put on that video and you can tell, but he fought a good fight. So hats off to him. Hats off to the way the guys competed. Hats off to Michigan State. They found a way to win. But we definitely belong on that field, and just look forward to the next opportunity.
The struggles on offense, how much of that was what Michigan State was doing and how much of it was?
Front seven's pretty good, which they and again with Caleb had his struggles in there, and rightfully so. Those were Big Ten linebackers running around. Those were good football players. Probably some of the best we'll see all year long. We stuck with the run. I was proud of our coaches for doing that, which created one-on-ones, guys. We had Datron once. We had Scotty once. We got to hit those plays. Period. In those type of environments, you have to hit those plays. And like I talked to our quarterback, I hadn't seen one team that's gone in and pulled off an upset when that Q don't play well. And not just play well, play great. For the most part, he did some of the things and improved on some of the things that we asked him to do moving forward in this year. Even though we weren't hitting those big plays, we weren't making the catastrophic mistake either, which kept us in the game. It was an old Big Ten game. It's 7-3, and we've got it. We could get a first down. It could be 7-6. We get the ball back in the first half. The one deal was a check that he made and that we talked through that wasn't the right moment for it. He'll learn from that. And I think once we get into some sort of a rhythm offensively, I think you'll see him play much better.
How much did him mention the front seven not being able to get the run game going?
Right. And the first 7 passes were shots, because that's what they were going to make you do. If you're able to mix it up a little bit and get a little confidence and a little consistency going, I think the quarterback, you'll see him settle down. And he's going to hit some of those too. He'll start hitting those throws, and when he does those things, guys, we're going to be tough to beat.
And what are you looking for from South Dakota this weekend?
A disciplined football team, real similar to North Dakota. We shoot North Dakota players down to the wire. And again, this is going to tell you a lot about where we kind of are right now. I think we all see that we have the potential to be better in a lot of areas. We see that we're deeper. We played a lot of guys. Guys they look like they knew where they were going or moving in the right direction. The depth, especially on the defensive end, you can see it starting to pay off. On offensively, I think you see that we've got some explosion. So we'll have some matchup advantages. We've got to play sound football, and we've got to make plays because they're not going to beat themselves.
I have one last thought about Michigan State. We didn't really talk much about their drive just beforehand.
Oh, huge. His legs, the scramble is we go back, and I'm really trying to put this game to bed. I'm really trying to move on with it. But, this morning talking about it again with Coach E, and we've got the kid, Dorian, 44, coming off the edge, got a clean shot. This is a Big Ten quarterback. He's 6'3", 225. You're not just going to, when you're 205, you're not just going to, as a defensive end, you're not just going to throw him down. You better wrap up and do the things we talk about, the things we coach. You do that at 2nd and 18, all right? We're getting off the field, and at worst, we're going in 7-3, But again, John, right, but it goes back to again, what did we talk about this morning as a team? We went through those clips. It's 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the game. We get the ball back. I talked to Ryan Hunter, get the offense together. Hey, what we've got to do is we've got to put a 4-minute drive together. Points, no points, we've got to put a 4-minute drive together. Defense is snapped off 39 plays at that time. We got to rest them. We rest them. We get back in the house. We're going to win this game. We've got Datron on a slant return. The quarterback throws a perfect ball. He catches it. He's up the sideline. The dude trips. Boom. At worst, we get a field goal at 7-6. So those little things that I'm talking about. And it's lack of focus. It's lack of focus for 60 minutes. So we can hold them accountable for that. Again, they're fighting their tails off for us. We just got to make plays when it's time to make plays.
All right, I won't ask any more about that game. We'll put it to bed here. Will you talk about getting ready for a non-Big Ten opponent after playing a Big Ten opponent, knowing you've got a Big Ten opponent coming?
Right, really, it's opportunity number 2, and we got to find a way to win. And going through last year's season serves us well in this moment right now. These kids understand that you're not guaranteed anything, and that you're going to have to go out and take it. That's any opponent. We didn't really blow anybody out last year other than Kent State. So, there's a hunger there. There's a sense of urgency there to get back on the football field and show just our fan base, the Falcon fanatics, just how much improvement that we've made in the last 8-9 months.
And there's not a concern of this is not.
We're not that good yet. No. We got to fight every game.
Did you learn anything that maybe you didn't know about your group in game 1?
No, I expected us to play well. I'd hoped we'd hit some of those big plays. I knew that we were going to match their physicality. I know that a lot of people didn't believe that, or really, talking about it's one thing. You go out and show me. I think we showed that. We showed what our identity is going to be. We want to be tough. We want to be physical, and we want to be disciplined. We had four penalties for 20 yards. I can live with that. We didn't make the big turnover, other than the one lack of judgment that quarterback had late in that ball game. And if we do those things, and we consistently do those things week in and week out, we're going to win a lot of ball games this year. So we're deep in the positions we need to be deep in, and we just got to keep working.
Back to the game this weekend, Coach. Obviously, this team you're playing put 77 up, I think, in their last game.
Right.
They were playing an opponent that didn't put up, I guess, a lot of struggle. What do you learn about a team that goes through a game like that?
It's hard to score 77 points. I witnessed it. A lot of things got to go right. Again, they've got talent. I mean, they're a quality, well-coached ball club. Again, real similar to North Dakota. After we beat North Dakota here last year, I don't know how many people know this, they didn't lose another game until like week 13. South Dakota, North Dakota, what was it, 27-21. It was a one-score game between these two teams last year. So it'll be a really similar opponent. It's going to be a good judge, like I said prior to kind of where we are right now. So I'm excited about it.
Do you like do you like the idea that it's a night game?
I do. I think that's great for our fan base. You know, we hadn't had one in a little while, and you know, you got a group of young men, guys, that are really doing things the right way on and off the football field. Get out there and support them. They're going to make it proud.
And with it being the home opener, how much of a difference will that make?
Well, again, one of the things I talked about in my team meeting this morning, if we protect our house, if we protect the Detroit, we take care of the games that we have here at home, we'll be in Detroit.